Well, good evening, Everstrong family. Happy Saturday, December the 20th. I hope y'all are having a truly God-blessed day today. Once again, we are gathering together for the reading of Scripture, and tonight we get to examine 1 Timothy chapter 3. Now, for many, this might be a chapter that people would either speed read through, gloss over, or actually skip in its entirety. And the reason being is here, Paul outlines the expectations for religious leaders such as deacons or elders. The reason why people might skip over that, it's actually pretty clear. Well, I'm not a religious leader. Why does that apply to me? It's actually a very simple answer. As we are all believers in the faith, we are therefore representatives of the faith. We are ambassadors for this faith. So the world is going to be watching us just as closely as they might be watching a religious leader. And unfortunately, as we have seen so many times in the newspapers and on television and of course on the internet, when a religious leader of high authority, such as a priest or a pastor or a minister, is caught doing some atrocious things, the world, wanting to tear down our faith and talk about it being filled with a bunch of hypocrites, is going to plaster that everywhere. They are going to relish in the fact that once again, we were right. We knew you were all terrible people. Therefore, we always need to be on the ready to defend our faith, but also to live according to the ways and virtues that God calls us to do. So the verses that we're going to read is actually very simple. Instead of going through all the rules that Paul outlines, we're just going to read the last area, which is 14 and 15. I am writing these things to you now, even though I hope to be with you soon, so that if I am delayed, you will know how people must conduct themselves in the household of God. This is the church of the living God, which is the pillar and the foundation of truth. That's very, very powerful if you know the context of it. Paul is simply saying that this is the true faith. We know Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. There is no other way to get to God except through him. And therefore, as we are Christians, or Christ-like, or little Christs, our job is to live as we were called to, as Christ lived. Does that mean we will fall? Absolutely. We're all bound to fall and fail God. But what it means is that we are going to do everything in our power to avoid jumping to sin. There is a vast difference. We will all fall to sin, but when you are leaping towards it, that shows the actual condition of your heart. We need to represent the faith, not just so people can see us as not being hypocrites, but also because the truth is we want to. We want to be pleasing and wonderful in God's sight. We want to bring him great joy and glory. And of course, we want to be representatives for new Christians who are trying to find their way. With that being said, I look forward to going into prayer with you later on. In the meantime, may God bless you. May he keep you. I love you all very, very much. And I'll see you soon in the next video. God bless.